I believe, 1-0 on the pick, 2-0, sorry. And he will actually take the Jace, saying, whatever matchup, I'm feeling good.
Definitely feeling good. Yeah, even so. I mean, you had an interesting stat about both of these teams. Not sure if you wanted to bring
that up. Coming. And that's going to be first pick, first turret blood to Gen.G.
And look who they give it all over to. Take a look at the CS and the goal difference.
The Gen.G playbook is mid lane.
Yeah, KT's not that kind of team. They're looking for the first blood, and they will get it easily. 4-on-1. Nobody was
going to slowly try to take down the Rift Herald as an answer.
I mean, he was thinking about it, but we'll go over to the side of Ambition. Actually picks it up, so there you go. Thinking about an engage now. Ambition very tantalizing in the front line. Is going to get ulted up, and look at Mana just trying to zone him out, but the Devourer comes over the top, and the follow-up engage there is going to lock down the Sejuani, and Fly is in the back line zoning everybody out. Score trying to make the great escape down here to the bottom right, but it's not going to happen. They get the Rift Herald, and even though...
But I think they will lose this mid lane turret very shortly.
It's looking like it 5-on-4, and even that extra damage onto UCal means the second is coming in. It's not the best TP ward, but they're looking for the engage now onto Fly, who says, welcome. There, he's just going to welcome the engage here. Sejuani already taking a ton of damage. And a Mirage as well, but Score is going to cast away after flashing into that one. They pull in UCal. Not always the best idea, but it looks like KT want nothing to do with that fight, as even the flash away from the Galio. But then you can see the follow-up damage from Smeb is not that bad. Even so, Gen.G gonna now turn onto the Cloud Drake.
Smeb's poking around. A lot of ults are down for Gen.G. This could be a moment for KT.
Oh, really nice double taunt on there. And now it's KazaLoLLCShighlights who's flashing away. Oh boy, Cuvée gonna be caught in the back line. Does have that Sterix, and he's trying to go 1v3. He's gonna flash to safety after all of that, and it's gonna go over to the Xayah. Because why not? The smite's not going to be there from either jungle. Looks like Ambition was a little bit early on that one. By the way, Cuvée still down here looking for a kill before he goes down, but no, Scores and lives on the backside. Very nicely done by KT.
KT understanding that with Fly, with no ultimate, with the Gangplank already using GP ultimate, they could re-engage, and Jace doesn't have an ult, so he's able to go back in, switch forms, and still be relevant. They take the turret as well to help his Ezreal live, and moment that Ceres transformation comes in, that's a pretty tanky guy as Ambition.
Just, you know, walking through the river. And now it might be KazaLoLLCShighlights in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have the cleanse this time around. Mana is going to get the safety. And
the cleanse so important for KazaLoLLCShighlights, otherwise he will be the target. Every fight that comes through, rolling over information by just hitting every accelerated shock blast. Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, the Devourer is going to come in, but the Flash Taunt is there afterwards. Two members get caught up in the back line, but Fly is going to get a good position to get his Zhonya's down, and the front line is there for Gen.G. Although they're low, but Mana's going to be picked off on the top side. Nice follow-up engage there from Ambition, and now they're following up onto Score here. And actually, they're going to go for Smeb, but down on the bottom side, Tom Kents does go down. The re-engage is here. UCal going to get a taunt onto Ambition in the front line. Cuvée with a nice barrel and shot to the face, and Ruler, he is still safe, and it looks like the rest of KT, they cannot help out UCal. He does trade the kill back onto Ambition, but still.
So much safer than Death. As Ezreal, as a champion, has a kit of safety. He has lifesteal.
He's going to have that gigantic shield on top of the armor. Gets the engage here onto the Ezreal. Tom Kents gets low, but Ruler in the back line with that shield I was talking about, and Score with nowhere to go with the Cannon Barrage coming in. They're going to try to snipe him, and he does with that True Shot Barrage. Really nicely done. Gragas gets low, though, and Fly as well on the backside. So another one-for-one trade here.
A few days ago to KT Rolster, but here, going for any engage.
Okay, Ruler decides, hey, take my life. I don't need it anymore, actually.
Okay.
One of the few mistakes we've seen out of him, actually. It's very rare that we see Ruler doing something like that. I guess he felt too safe on the, Tom Kents, and now they want to go for more. They want to get some kills before they move on to another objective. It's not going to happen. The rest of them are going to be slippier enough, but KT move over to the Elder Drake.
Got a bit of a picture-in-picture issue there, but watching here, already down to 2,000, they should get it.
Will go their way. They have the smite too, and they have a way to get out through the back door. Smebs looks like SpoTV might deny it from us for now. But the one thing that will not be denied from KT is more turret. been pretty good about, you know, staying safe outside of the one crucial mistake he made earlier.
Green turret threat, and also usually super hard to get, given the Jace's poor team fighting. Ambition walks up, won't die here.
Gets the quickness out of Mata. So
Gen.G try to make a big play, you wonder. They know that Jace is going to be split for now.
could have tried
to get the Baron, and it's a very high-value Baron in terms of amount of turrets taken. Looking to break the base. It's the last 30 seconds of Baron for KT.
Cass comes in, gets the Feather Storm here out of Deft. Ambition is going to be tanky enough to eat that damage, but Deft eating a couple of shots from Ruler now. The redemption is here, though. Onto someone, the engage. Now they find Ambition. So much CC coming in, and the last hit is going to do it with the Ignite ticking down. Mata will pick up the kill on Jay. Is there, trying to really break at least one inhibitor to make things interesting and go for those later game objectives.
That's walking up
in the front. Oh, he gets solo, but the Feather Storm is there. The engage once again onto Fly, but it's Swain. And now here's Cuvée from the mid lane trying to do that damage onto UCal, but he does even more to the side of Fly. Coming back here is JJ with an interesting Abyssal Voyage. Cannon Barrage is going to come down. They really want to get score here. He's so low. The barrel to the face is not enough, as he is so tanky, but he will be able to flash away to safety.
And engage was always on the cards when this inhibitor actually went below 50% HP. Deft's able to back away with Bloodthirster. Remember, he can just pop into the Krugs, get his life back. He's now full health with the Overshield as well. Smeb is grouped, which is awkward, but here comes Galio again.
They just really want this inhibitor, especially before the Baron comes. But look at the top lane. That is going to take out that turret eventually. Looking for another engage, but the Devourer is there. But JJ is so low, again, just for zoning, so they can get that inhibitor, and that they do.
Had to work so hard to KT Rolster just kill an inhibitor. That wasn't a turret and an inhibitor, it was only the inhibitor.
Yeah.
But they get the inhibitor with Baron.
That's about the 7th time the same engages happen, but they get the double knockup now into the backline. Ruler gets so low, but here comes the guy in the backline. Smeb gets the crucial kill that he needed. Cuvée still doing damage. He's the next target, and he's going to go down too. There's nothing that Fly can do alone, and as well, Cuvée can't do anything. It looks like KT finally did it on the back of Mata, getting that perfect follow-up engage.
Sometimes you just win the game. It's on the Rakan. Nicely done. Ambition's going to try to stop the minions. Not going to be enough. This should be the game to the side of KT.
We're late enough now where the death timers are insane. 36 seconds on Ruler. They kill Ambition too, and it's only the Catfish trying to stop him. I can feel the excitement in the air already as it looks like KT Rolster is pushing in. They want to get these turrets, and it looks like they will. Still 20 seconds left available, and KT are going to take game number 1 in just over 50 minutes.
Not many teams can stare down Gen.G in the late game and find a pick, but that is exactly what KT.
As well. I do like this. Bring them on something else. The Orianna's banned. Zoe left available until last pick. And they'll gladly scoop that up.
Mid laner being chunked out, no teleport from UCal. They should be able to take this Infernal Drake. Nice first spawn for Gen.G, who are always going to have 2v2 lane control on bot. They picked that one up. In hindsight, thinking about Ruler, maybe this would have been a Manamune into Lethality Comet build, Varus, because then in that siege scenario we're talking about, able to chunk from range and do a lot of damage. Bot lane.
Looking for the engage here. Score comes in, but it's a 3-on-3. But look at JJ popping on in. His death and first blood goes to him. The Impale, though. And the Shen ult is going to get the charge in the first blood turret up in the top side. And actually going for the engage now. Cuvée, again, he doesn't have the stopwatch. Has to flash away, but there it is. Mata is there for the flash taunt. And they get the kill for the side of KT. Nicely done. Now it's coming back to bite them as 2 assists and 2 crucial kills.
Gen.G trying to use that bot lane pressure on a second Drake here, trying to get at least some Drake stacking as a win condition for them as the game goes on.
Yeah. I mean, you see the trade on the map too. It's one thing I wanted to mention, but they're going to try to turn on the score now, who is going to flash. Really nice stun down onto Ambition. Everybody trying to get away from the Skarner, but finally he hooks himself Smeb. Looks like there's no hope for him. 1v4, they went a little bit too aggressive, and Gen.G picked the side of Gen.G, picked it up afterwards. Even the Varus interrupting his build, saying nice teleport, but double flash available. Fly trying to get over the wall here, but the rest of KT comes in and takes him out. Another kill going over to the side of Deft. And here comes the flash from UCal as well as the Kaiza. A double kill now to Deft on the Kaiza.
Flies in. Goodbye, Cubic.
Look at Ruler in the mid lane just dying alone here. What the hell is going on? By himself as Deft is taking... Trying to do a bit of chip damage here. Score has the positioning on the smite. They're going to have it come on in. They engage onto the Skarner, but no follow-up. They just want the Drake instead. The trouble bubble on Amada, and he disappears. Now Cuvée in the front line looking to take down Score. Ambition going to flash on top of the Shen too. But Smeb actually, that was North. He gets out of there with a perfect Realm War from the Rise. Unbelievable, but Score on the backside. 3v5. And I missed the paddle star, but UCal just charging on in, and there's the Kaiza. Does a lot of damage on the front line. Good taunt there with the dodge circle. Also Smeb gonna join up, but look at Ruler in the front line. He's gonna push Deft away, and it looks like Ruler's gonna try to win this fight for his team. Mana and UCal so low. Smeb though on the top side, going 1v3. Takes out a kill. UCal's gonna go down eventually. Swain also
seems like it's just going to be about outplays as well. KazaLoLLCShighlights dead.
Yep, that is, I think, the third time this game where a member of
on the Baron is currently at half health.
Let's see the smite here. How's it going to be? That's really the question. Ambition looking for it, and it's not going to go to him this time. A little bit early on that one. Ambition gets low. Cuvée in the back line here is going to have to stopwatch. Has the Zhonya's now, and down he will go. They're going to stop his killing spree. There's certainly still room for some throws to come through, but it is looking good. Going to be the push up in the top side from Smeb. Coming in here. Took a long time to take down the turret, but when you are this far ahead with the Baron buff, you can just wait for the cannon minion.
Flash holding the Score and try and not Score Armada and just try to kill him. He's the easiest one to kill. Get the Shen. Score is another option, but obviously going to take a lot longer. Roller still doesn't have flash, so you have to be very proactive with your play. Otherwise, he will have to kite backwards instantly.
And say from the side of KT,
Smeb in the minimap here is just ignoring the Swain and taking the inhibitor turret. That's going to be 2. That's going to be 3 in one go.
There you go. In the span of about 5 seconds, 3 turrets fall on the inhibitors, and Gen.G look lost. They have no way to stop this. Even the Swain in the top side running out of mana. He needs to go back, and now he's going to be late. The flash on in. They're looking for Score this time, but he's extremely tanky, and Ruler forced to stopwatch early. Going to the back line here is Deft, 1v4, but he has the support of his team now. UCal's going to be there. Gets another Zhonya's out of Cuvée, but down he will go. And it looks like KT are in a fantastic spot to take the game.
Get excited, fans. KT Rolster have been able to outdraft and outplay Gen.G here. They took such a calculated risk. They look at Gen.G and say, we can get away with the Kai'Sa. They certainly have. It's a highway robbery.
Oh boy, they have. Only the 1 inhibitor left with the 2 Nexus Search and the double TP.
Okay.
They don't want to have this game go on any longer. They are going to end it. Trying to snipe here is Deft. But with the 2 TPs, I think they will at least go for the inhibitor. Kind of reconsidering the Nexus turrets right now without their Baron buff. So they take the 3rd inhibitor, and now they'll look to back away. They're going to try to get onto Deft. There's the trouble bubble. They got the linebackers in the front, but here is the rest of the team. The taunt comes through, and Ruler gets low, but Kate...
Remember me! Cheryl Dean screams, she's dead.
That was just about as fast as you'd like.
Pick will do.
Already chunking out Ambition with just auto attacks. Just Smeb and Deft, the duo. The ult's gonna go wide, but they just want to flood the base with some minions. Cuvée gonna make a last stand here in the front line. But it looks like KT, they have that open Nexus. They just want to win the game here. As the rest of Gen.G desperately trying to get into that back line, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to do it. They all melt in the front line. UCal in the top side too, gonna take out 2, and that's gonna do it. Get excited, the 2-0 for KT comes through over Gen.G.
Big 2-0 today for KT Rolster fans. They will start